Okay guys, welcome back for the next part of our walk around the old Vietnamese section of Hanoi. And where better to continue from but where we finished off in the last episode, outside the cool little temple just here. Let's head on down this way. All right. Back into the traffic here. Co-mingling and getting to know people intimately, up close and real. Flesh meets metal. Heavy metal or not so heavy metal, and plastic, yes. You've got a lot of stuff, as I said earlier, for tourists around the old town. There's some kind of knockoffs there of various brand names. Some people might say they're seconds from the real factories. Other people might say they're just, yeah, straight up copies. Judge for yourself. I've had a pretty close look at a lot of that stuff, and I would say the latter, but maybe they have both options available depending on where you go and how much you pay. I'm not sure about that. But if you do decide to pick up something along the way, definitely negotiate. Everything's negotiable in this part of the world. Here's one of my favorite cafes, Cafe Nola. Let's take a peek inside. So, Nola. I used to live in New Orleans. The abbreviation for New Orleans is Nola. New Orleans, Louisiana, N-O-L-A. I'm not sure if that's why they've named this place that. It's a bit dim in here. Hopefully the camera is picking it up all right for you guys. Once we get up here, it's a bit more light. Hello. It's a bar area in here. A balcony over there. The thing about this place that's really cool, there are all these different intimate seating areas. Very cozy. You can get your own private little spot. This is my favorite spot with the musical instruments here. Hello. This is an interesting little spot here. Over here, interesting toilets as well, by the way. Let's see if I can pick it up in the low light here. Interesting puppets on the walls. Yeah, I'm a big fan of funky toilets and graffiti in toilets as well. But there's actually a bit more. There's all kinds of weird levels to this place. Let's go higher. Let's head back out on the street. Pick up a Ho Chi Minh t-shirt in one of these little t-shirt stores if you're into that kind of thing. Okay. Let's continue along. Little shrine here on the corner, another one. Lots of cool ones around. Good spot to drink a green tea. The local guys love to sit on these corners with the little plastic chairs and little plastic tables, drinking green tea and smoking tobacco water pipes. And I tell you, those hookahs, yeah, they're only like burning up tobacco, but if you haven't smoked tobacco like that before, it really knocks you for six, I tell you. Seriously, you feel like you want to sit down. You might not have a choice. If you're not used to stuff like that. Hello. Massage, massage, massage. Okay, let's keep going along if we can. Try to get in between this fella without making physical contact. I almost got taken out by a motorbike. Talking about physical contact. What put that into my mind? Nothing to do with massage. I wasn't trying to link the ideas at all, but now I have. All right, never mind. Yeah, I think I prefer the massage, actually. Okay, so now we're turning into, you can see more bars around here, music. We're turning into the pub street of Hanoi. It's pretty much a kind of a tourist, what would you call it? I was gonna say something not so nice. Let's say hotspot, yeah, okay. Maybe it's like the Bourbon Street of Hanoi. People from New Orleans will know what I mean. Anyway, it's not that bad. Or it's not that good, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's kind of okay in some ways, I suppose. If you're with some nice people that you've met along the way and you want to have a few drinks and have people saying hello beer, and cheesy music, yeah. And sometimes we like it, don't we, right? We like all that crazy stuff. So if you're in the mood, come on down. You might find others who are in the mood as well. Down here, you never know. You never know what you might feel or how you might feel, or who you might meet in a place like this. But it's not too shady. Not too shady these days, at least. Not like in the old days. Okay, let's head on back out into normalcy, semi-normalcy. It's a cool little shrine over there by the looks of it, with the flags. Right, but we're gonna swing to the left here. Yeah, so yeah, when I first came here a dozen or so years ago, you definitely didn't have like all this kind of stuff set up for tourists. There were a few streets near the backpacker street that I mentioned in part 1 of this walking tour of the old Vietnamese old town. Very old, very old. Old town. Yeah, there were a few streets, yeah, kind of around the backpacker street, but now the whole area is really spread out. A lot more tourists. Hanoi deserves to not be overlooked, that's for sure. I don't know if I've told you guys, but Hanoi is actually my favorite city in Southeast Asia. And I think some of you guys might be starting to see why. Obviously it's super gorgeous. Tons of culture, temples everywhere. A wonderful mix of architecture, of old Asian architecture like this place on the right here. And old French Colonial architecture. I love a bit of old European architecture. And when they did it in the colonial way, they always had a special way to do it that was a bit different, a little bit different from what they normally did back home. Good place to hang out. The food costs a bit more here these days. If you compare it, for example, with Thailand, I think you end up paying about 30% more, but the dishes are bigger. More meat as well. I think the dishes are at least 30% bigger. So I don't know about you guys, but as far as I'm concerned, that's fine, that's all good, you know. I'd rather have a big meal to start the day and not have to eat again until late in the afternoon. What I've found actually on this latest trip, I've been eating 2 meals a day, but that means I'll be spending about the same as I spend in Thailand per day for food. But actually I'm spending more than that because the coffee's so damn good here. I have to have at least 1 a day, but it's easy to have 3 or more even. As far as good bakery stuff, you don't see good bakery stuff everywhere. If you find a place that's got it for a fair price, then remember that one. I think some of the ones that are decent, some of the ones that are decent are a bit overpriced, but there are definitely ones that are really good value and good quality, but you have to look around a bit. Yeah, but once you figure out all your spots where you like to eat, where you like to have a coffee and a croissant and so on, then you're pretty much sorted and you've got your little bases, and it's really fun and easy to just go exploring around the neighborhoods. And it's a big city. There's a lot to see. Is it one of the great cities of the world? I would say, yeah, it is. actually. And you know, as much as I like Saigon, Saigon's pretty cool too, but definitely prefer Hanoi. Some good places to eat along here. By the way, along the way, as you're seeking the way, need to treat your body as a temple and make sure you feed yourself right, guys. So yeah, I think what I said about preferring Hanoi probably goes against what most people would say. As far as foreigners go, most foreigners seem to prefer Saigon. Saigon is a really cool place, great city as well. Is it a great city of the world? It probably is. It might get into that list. But I just think architecturally and culturally, Hanoi is definitely on a high level. People stick to their traditions a bit more. This is something that a lot of foreigners actually say they don't like about Hanoi. I've heard many foreigners say it's not as friendly as Saigon. I've heard people from Saigon say that as well. Well, let's just say maybe if people smile here, they probably mean it. Hello, how are you doing? There you go. Exactly, what did I say? All right. Here's the last of the old city gates. It's pretty cool. We've walked a long way in these two parts of this Old Town walking tour. We've got a lot of good stuff to have a look at yet, and this city gate is definitely one of the cooler bits of architecture around. And it's still in use. How about that? Nice little area around here, actually. Let's head back through. I remember this area vividly from when I first came to Hanoi years ago. I stumbled upon this gate. I was walking around this little street, came out through here. This was a very hyper-local street at the time. Now I see a fair few foreigners have found out about this cool little street. There's even a hostel in here. Tour group lining up there for their photo ops. But still the locals hang out here. Bit of pickled veg for you. Bamboo. Somehow it still holds on to the local vibe here. Honk if you love Seeker of the Way channel. That's right. Thanks, guys. Honk if you're a goose. Honk if you think you're bigger and we should move out of the way. All right. We cannot move out of the way. We are seekers of the way. We don't move out of the way very often unless we're gonna get completely obliterated. And then we very promptly move out of the way, but only temporarily. Because we ain't going down like that. We have to go down in a more glamorous manner, which is yet to be determined by the fates and the gods or God or other things like that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll keep you posted. I think we have more episodes to come though. So we've just done a little loop here. So we came out of that street just ahead there and we went to the left. But now we're gonna cross over and go to the right because there's a lot more cool stuff down here that you guys definitely appreciate, I'm sure. Looks like he's the player, eh? Smoking a cigarette, waving his phone around, sitting with two girls there. Or at least he thinks he is. Maybe he was back in the day, but he's still got some game. It's not finished yet. Yeah, they've got their own ways. Of course, you see that in different cultures. So, don't be a player hater. They've got their own ways of playing the game. I don't even have a scooter, so don't know where that leaves me. But I've rented a few on this trip. It's been bloody good. Okay. Let's head up this way. So just up here on the right, we've got Hanoi's old main market. And I remember reading there were two old markets back in the day, and the French consolidated them into one big market to organize everything a lot better and get it more hygienic and so on. And so it's just up here. You can see it just coming up now. It's pretty cool. What are the prices like? Depends on you, really. Depends on your negotiating skills. From what I've seen, not too bad if you know how to do it right. Let's swing around here. Okay. Okay, let's dive in and have a bit of a peek and see what we've got in here. Okay, let's have a little look. Cho Dong Xuan. Maybe it means something very interesting and significant. I'm really not sure. Let's head this way. Some nice dry fruit and nuts along the entranceway side part here. Bit of dried mango. I love some dried mango. Fantastic stuff. They have different types as well. Hello. There's an upstairs part up here. Old building out there. But let's have a look around the bottom part before we head up and have a look at the upstairs part. Some watches there. If you don't know what time it is, and if you want to know what time it is, this could be the place for you. Some handbags. Christian Dior, must be an original one, right? All the way from Paris. I think that's where those ones come from.
How much?
They should make a Buddhist version, Buddhist Dior. Why not? And a Muslim version would be nice as well. See if we can get through here.
Can you come back to one? Yes.
A few Indian customers back there, bargaining like professionals. So all the little tourist items along here. A lot of tourists in here. Let's swing along the side here. Okay, more watches. Quite a few Indian customers, which I think tells you there are bargains to be had, because they're not silly about bargaining in markets, that's for sure. I need some of these. Hello, I will come back in a little bit. Don't forget me. You can work out a deal there. Don't forget to shop from her stall. If it's in the video, she gave me a good price later, okay? If it's not in the video, then forget that, right? It's got some camouflage stuff here, so you won't notice what they're selling. They don't want to sell it. They're trying to camouflage it. There's actually another part of the market back here, believe it or not. Big place, huge. Different levels. All right, let's jump into this part in the back here. Nice music. Very nice, very nice. Vietnam's next singing idol sensation. There's a lot of dried stuff in here. I believe these ones are made from pork skin. If you like a bit of pork skin, some mushroom, look like a bit of nutmeg back there. Herbs and spices. Oh, look out! Oh, hey, oh, shoes here, fresh from the press. Special delivery. It's good stuff. Some of this stuff's very good. Very yummy, delicious. I have to learn how to say delicious in Vietnamese. Can get you a long way. And Looks like that's the back of the market there. Let's swing on around the side here. We don't want to miss out on any bargains here. It's tiring work. I'm almost ready for a coffee break myself. What's he got in there? What's he drinking in there? Some secret concoction.
Hello, tea, coffee.
Hello, tea, coffee. Thank you very much. I need a coffee. Need a coffee very much. No, not that much. I would like a coffee. Let's say it like that. I would like a coffee. I've got okay energy. Doing all right, guys. Doing all right. Out along the side here. Let's just swing along the side and back into the front part. A lot of stuff in here. Good selection. Not only foreigners. I would say it's about 50% foreigners shopping and 50% locals, at least at this time of the day. Plastic shoes. Let's head on up. Hello. Hi. Let's see what's up here. This looks promising. Suit cloth. Hello. Looks like they're pressing the suit cloth there with their bottoms. There's another part up there. Well, comfortable to sit up there, I suppose. Oh, some nice fabrics here. Look at that. Very nice, eh? Yeah. Yeah, some of it's a bit cheap and cheerful, but there's some good stuff as well. The fabrics are interesting. You could be quite creative yourself. Buy some fabric, have something made up, or even better, make it yourself. Lovely old central fountain down there. Awesome. Some escalators. Let's head up to the next level. It's great checking out markets. Always love to get into the markets everywhere I go. It's really one of the best ways to take the pulse of the economy, and gives you a good feel for how people do things as well. And the mood. You can judge a lot about the mood of places as well from the markets. Let's head up here. There's a lot of stuff. Alright guys, thanks for coming along for this two-part adventure through Hanoi's Old Town, which is actually based on the old street layout that it's been based on for going back probably millennia. Yeah, so please hit subscribe and like and hit that bell button if you haven't done it already. That would be really cool. And if you're feeling a bit generous today, if you'd like to hit the Buy Me a Coffee link, it would be much appreciated to keep the show on the road. And there'll be a lot more content like this coming up in the near future, so stay tuned. See you in the next one, and don't be late.